Hola bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. I am Magic Mel, and this is Owl, my spirit guide. Welcome to episode 2 of season 4. I hope you're well. I'm not so well, actually, since the weekend. It's really bizarre. I went to my dream analysis again this morning, and I hadn't gone for about 3 weeks. And it's interesting how a dream from 3 weeks ago already warned me of what is actually happening right now. So I feel like I've been overexerting myself physically and not listening to my body and kind of overheating. The dream actually had this scene where I was driving a car and the car was overheating. So I relate inflammation to overheating. And if you think about it, our body is like a vehicle, no? So me driving car, me and my body overheating. It's crazy. So yeah, I feel super inflammation and body pains, joint pains, headaches, migraines, heartburn, and a weird sensation on the skin as if it's burning. I'm really kind of detoxing, trying to detox at the moment, resting. I sat down to meditate and I asked my body, what do you need? And the answer was rest, water, and eat greens. I'm like, okay, it's pretty straightforward, makes sense. So, yeah, it comes back to this listening to our body. How many of you are good at this? I'm definitely still learning that. I usually am more in the head. My challenge is to stay grounded and present in my body. I'm very much in the upper chakras. I need to root myself in the root chakra, have anchors in the here and now through smells or breathing. Breathing in is another one. If you think about it, inflammation is basically too much acidity in the body, no? And yesterday when I went to a Chinese medicine massage lady, she was like, "Oh, your intestine, your liver is inflamed." I'm like, "Oh, well, it feels like that." And breathing, even something as basic as breathing, I'm still learning. Like the real breathing, I breathe very shallow. I'm just up here, but to really belly breathe like babies do, that's how we're supposed to do it. To use the full capacity of the lungs and therefore provide oxygen to the system and discharge the CO2. And the interesting thing is, if you see what's happening in the world, the increase of CO2, the increase of acidity, it's happening in the microcosm. Stress leads to that, obviously, bad nutrition, smoking, alcohol, but even thoughts can be toxic. Thoughts create acidity in the body. So I'm trying to be really mindful, which is a weird word because I always think, why do they call it mindful if what they mean is be body present? But maybe mindful in the sense of placing the mind in the body, using the entire consciousness. I want to be mindful of the body, really listen to it. And if I'm honest to myself, I overlooked these signals and symptoms over the past weeks. I just kind of bulldoze over them like, oh no, to-do list. You've got to do this, check, check, push, keep on pushing forward, keep on this. But it makes me think maybe my next teacher is my own body, you know? I mean, I always look for new ways of growing or learning things, and I'm overhearing or overlooking the best teacher, my own vehicle. So it's a skill to really listen to the body, and it takes courage also. I want to show you the cards I pulled on this actually, because I was in a bit of a situation today where, don't you hate canceling on people? Because, I mean, if you're a former people pleaser like me, still working on it, I hate to pull out on something and, thinking I'm disappointing someone, or coming from this mindset, ooh, they're going to think badly of me. It's all manipulative, insecure thinking. but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I had to cancel last minute something again today, something I really wanted to do. But I asked myself, Melanie, what's your truth? Go or don't go? And the answer was don't go, rest. Okay, I'm not resting, I'm speaking to you, but it doesn't mean going out there and, but it takes courage to really be in the here and now. Because don't we live most of our lives in our heads? Be it either in the future or in the past? To really be present and to really listen and then act upon it takes courage. But I've come to notice that on this journey towards authenticity, meaning towards becoming, just being myself, honoring myself and my true feelings, the more I do it, the easier it becomes. Because I tell myself, Melanie, your self-worth doesn't depend on somebody else's reaction, response. You have to cover your own needs, take care of your own needs first. If it means disappointing someone, sorry, I'm genuinely sorry. But yeah, to be in the here and now and follow the signs, the symbols, the inspiration, the thoughts that come to you right now takes courage. Takes a lot of presence also, because if we're cluttered with thoughts with worries about the future, with thoughts and regrets about the past, we don't have enough spaciousness to be present and to receive the messages of our higher self, of our intuition, of the higher powers. To be here and now takes courage, but is necessary. Otherwise, we wind up, like me, maybe pushing ourselves to the brink of exhaustion without even realizing, until the body screams, "Hey, you didn't listen to me. I'm gonna wipe you out now." So no choice to move. No choice to listen, but listen to me. Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid the universe crashing through my window. I'm trying to listen to the first signals, so to avoid future amassement, how do you say ramassement, accumulation of more painful signals, shoutings, yeah. And the other card I pulled was a change in the wind. Voila. It's kind of bizarre. I love this surreal image with a little tower, and I think there's a little elf sitting in there on a zebra, and you see the wind changing, blowing off the tiles of the roof almost. Yeah, a change in the wind. A change in the wind can happen right here, even though we don't want it, even though we don't expect it, even though we haven't planned for it. But what to do? Accept it or resist it? Go with it or not? Trust or not? It's always the same question. We always have a choice. So it might not be a bit lost for words today. It might not be pleasant, let's put it that way, but we should heed every change in the wind and really go for it. I mean, we like to have things in order, no? Because it makes things predictable. It makes us feel that we're in control of things. So if we can plan things and things go according to plan, if people react the way we expect them to react, everything is good. But as soon as something unexpected happens, we're like, whoa, throw it in the back. But yeah, I'm telling myself the trick is to accept, be here and now, accept the change in winds and go with it. It takes this trust that, hey, if I'm feeling this way, it's for a reason. I better heed it, because I know if I don't, it will accumulate. And it's there for a reason. And sometimes we don't even know why. The universe works in these unpredictable, mysterious ways. We don't usually comprehend right away. It's kind of in hindsight where you think, oh my God, I'm connecting the dots with this trivial event and that trivial event and led up to something major. So I'm telling myself, let's just accept what your body is telling you, fulfill your own needs, and then everything is working out for our highest good always, even though I may not understand it right now. I will. I know when I look back tomorrow, for example. And I kind of asked the cards, well, what is the best action forward from here. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Unfinished symphony. I pulled 2 cards, unfinished symphony and another one. So after I canceled my plan and decided to rest, I pulled this card, unfinished symphony, and it reminded me of the new moon in Gemini we just had, which was an invitation to be curious, to not label, to investigate, to be open to new things, but also to harness our capacity to communicate. And when I pulled this card, it reminded me that I have some unfinished business, unfinished symphony that I'm better off tying off now. And that had to do with everything I'm talking about in Mel's Magic, being authentic, speaking your truth, being vulnerable, and reaching out. And it took me a long time to get to this point. It involved this, I'm talking about a friendship here where I had to put my ego away and go through the whole process of accepting my fault in the whole thing and reaching out to the person and apologizing. So that was my unfinished symphony I had been putting off for so long. And again, I feel it's only human now. Who really enjoys conflict, no? Conflict puts us in a situation where we think we might be criticized or attacked, and we don't want that. So it's very like, ooh, I'm not going to go there. But it can be a very healthy and necessary part of the process of creating interdependent relationships, no? And really reaching out to someone and closing off an unfinished business, I feel, is not an easy thing, but the right thing. Yeah, not an easy thing, but the right thing. And putting it out there without knowing maybe what the response is or the reaction is. It has to come for us and for the other person and for the situation. At least we can say, well, even though we made a mistake, we accepted our fault and we are trying our best still, even if it's late. Bon. And the other card was Serendipity. So, once we accept the change in the wind and perhaps tied up some unfinished business, let's remember to watch out for the signs again. We're always in the flow of life, no? So the more we trust and go with it instead of resisting, the more we're open in the here and now and present without projecting into the past and the future, we will see the signs, especially if we ask. If we ask, the signs will be given to us, and often in a very personal way. The universe knows how to communicate with us in ways that we will understand, given we're perceptive and open to receiving those messages. So maybe my message for you today is, well, sobre todo, surtout, écouter le corps, to listen to your body, to really listen to it, without maybe trying to understand it, but to feel it, just to feeling good, feeling bad, back to basics. Okay, if feeling bad, why, what do I need? I often get frustrated. I'm like, I wish the body would speak in words and would just tell me what it wants. But I guess just feeling what we're feeling and then trying to alleviate that is enough. We don't have to understand everything. So listen to your body. Don't push yourself to the brink of exhaustion. You're allowed to pause and rest and recover, just like the seasons, nature. And be here, be present, be allowing of change in winds. And if you have any unfinished business, now that the portal of the new moon in Gemini is still there, I would encourage you to have the courage. Literally, encouragement is to be in the heart, encouragement. Be in the heart and apologize to anyone you feel you owe an apology to, or reach out, explain yourself, make those amends, speak your truth, and leave on a high note. And then you can go back to being in the flow and being open to the signs of the universe, who is always talking to us. Va? So I'm super hot. I leave you with this, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon for episode número 3. I'm Magic Mel. This is Mel's Magic. If you enjoy my videos, please hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow. And if you feel so, please subscribe and share with your friends and family. I'm happy to communicate and reach out to anyone who resonates with my stories, va? And feel free to leave a comment also. Un beso muy grande, alles Gute, liebe Leute. Y hoy es miércoles. Have a great remainder of the week. We'll see you soon.